In Activity 3, Seeds in Soil, students plant a variety of seeds in soil and observe the growth of the seedlings. Students first discuss the advantages of soil as a growing medium, then learn how seeds get dispersed in nature, and finally, observe and record the progress of their classroom plants. You will need the following materials from the kit: Activity Sheet 3, magnifiers, construction papers, planter cups with drainage base, a garden box, small gravel, large plastic sheets, seeds in soil, sprinkler bottles, and masking tape. You will also need to provide pencils, newspaper, colored pencils, metric rulers, the seeds from Activity 2, potting soil, a heavy-duty stapler, and tap water. To prepare for Session 1, read the Materials Management section of the Teacher's Guide. Make 1 copy of Activity Sheet 3 and 7 double-sided copies of the Seeds in Soil sheet for each student. This will provide students with room to record 8 weeks of observations. Cover a table with newspaper, then set up a distribution station with the following materials: 5 bags of potting soil, 3 bags of gravel, the bags of seeds collected in Activity 2, and a roll of masking tape. Fill the sprinkler bottles with tap water and line the garden box with a large sheet of plastic. Each student will need a planter cup with drainage base, a regular pencil, a piece of masking tape, seeds in soil sheets, a piece of construction paper, and some colored pencils. You will also need leftover seeds, 2 additional sheets of plastic for the planter cups and garden box during germination, a pencil, and a heavy-duty stapler. Clear an area of the classroom where the planter cups and garden box can be stored between sessions. The location must be warm, although light is not necessary until after the seeds sprout. To begin Session 1, ask students, where do plants grow? Guide students to understand that plants grow in soil. Soil absorbs water and nutrients, which plants need in order to grow, and the soil also protects seeds from animals and extreme weather. Ask students, how do seeds get planted in nature? Explain to students that seeds get planted either by falling to the ground or are scattered by wind, water, and animals. Distribute 1 plastic planter cup and a drainage base to each student. Then, show the class how to attach the cup to the base. Instruct students to choose 1 type of seed from Activity 2 to plant, and have them label the planter cup with their initials and type of plant that they're going to grow. Next, demonstrate how to plant a seed in soil by placing a small amount of gravel in the bottom of a planter cup and filling the cup to the line with soil. Use a pencil to poke a hole about 1.5 centimeters deep in the soil and place a seed in the hole. Then, cover the seed and gently pat the soil. Have students bring their planter cups to the distribution station and supervise them as they fill their cups with gravel and soil. Then, give each student several seeds of 1 type to plant. Demonstrate how to water the planted seeds with a water sprinkler. Make sure to tell students to stop when the water begins to run out of the bottom of the cup and not to leave any water standing in the drainage base. Next, distribute Activity Sheet 3. While students are completing their activity sheets, plant the leftover seeds in the garden box. First, add a layer of gravel, followed by several inches of soil. Divide the surface into a 4x2 plot grid and plant a different type of seed in each plot and water the soil. Make a map of your garden box, indicating the location of each type of seed. Use the plants from this box to replace any of the students' plants that do not thrive. Finally, place the planter cups and garden box in a warm place and cover the cups and box with the plastic sheets to keep the seeds and soil moist and warm. Make sure to place the sprinkler bottles nearby and refill as needed. Next, hand out 1 sheet of construction paper, several colored pencils, and the copies of the Seeds in Soil sheet to each student. Instruct students to fold the sheets in half to form the pages of a book and to use the construction paper for the cover. Staple the books together for them and have students title their journals and write their name on the front cover. To conclude Session 1, explain to the class that they will use their journals to record information about their plants as they grow over the next several weeks. To prepare for Session 2, students will need their planter cups with seedlings, a magnifier, some colored pencils, use of a sprinkler bottle and metric ruler, and the Seeds in Soil journal. To begin Session 2, call students' attention to the planter cups and garden box. Ask students, what has happened to these seeds? The students should notice that some of the seeds have sprouted. Explain that young plants in this stage are called seedlings, and hand out magnifiers so students can examine the seedlings. Then, show the class how to measure the height of the plants and instruct them to record the date, height, and number of leaves in their journal. They should also draw a picture of the plant and label its stems and leaves. Tell students to record the growth of their plants every day for 8 weeks or until the plants are fully formed. Be advised that some seeds take longer to germinate and some may not germinate at all. In such cases, be sure to discuss with students possible reasons why the seeds did not sprout. To conclude Session 2, collect the magnifiers and return them to the kit. Note that planter cups in which seeds have not yet sprouted should remain under plastic. Planter cups that contain seedlings do not need to be covered as long as they are out of drafts and their soil is kept moist. For science background, reinforcement activities, curriculum connections, and information about the Delta Science Reader, please consult your DSM Teacher's Guide.